Welcome to my channel. Today I'm taking my son to soccer, so we're gonna go now, and I have decided that I am going to do a video about 10 things that you need to have if you're going to move to Iowa during the winter time. So if you're moving to Iowa, there are a few things that you need to know. You need to have at least a four-wheel drive. This is a must during the winter, and in small cars doesn't do well in Iowa. You cannot see the ditch, you cannot see the wood. Caution, caution. Driving in the snow here is completely different. Driving in the snow in any other state, because there tend to be a layer of ice underneath the snow. So be careful when you're driving here, because you might find yourself hanging out in the ditch. And then if you're moving here during winter, make sure that you have proper tires in your car. If you have bald tires, you are gonna stay home, because it's really dangerous to be driving on the snow with bald tires. You will need a heavy coat, a coat that is filled with feather, not wool, not cotton, because this kind of coat doesn't keep you warm. A coat that is filled with feather with double lining is best. It's super cold like that, you will need to get protected. Iowa cold is quite different than other places. It tends to be a bone chilling kind of cold. It pierces your coat, it gets to your skin, and then you feel like you're freezing and your bone is like gonna shatter. Basically that's what it feels like for your first winter, really. So this is the reason you need a heavy coat. You need boots, those hug things that I see people wear everywhere. They do not protect you from the cold here, because water get into them, because Iowa snow tends to be heavy and then wet. I love wool socks because they are very cozy. Gloves, of course you need gloves, but leather gloves will not do you any good here in Iowa weather. You need wool lining gloves and heavy gloves for winter. If you have driveways that you need to scoop, you need these kind of things. You will need two kinds of shovel, a plastic one and a mellow one. The mellow one for heavy snow and the plastic one for light snow. If you live in an apartment, you will not need a snowblower, but if you plan on buying a house or renting a house, you absolutely will need a snowblower. Otherwise, you will break your back trying to move heavy snow. So another thing that you will need is vitamin D. People in Iowa tend to be deficient in vitamin D because Iowa winter tends to be very gray. So because you don't have the sun, you may find out that you're lacking in vitamin D. If you feel tired and kind of like depressed, and you might need to buy some vitamin D. Another thing that you will need, if you have a lamp in your room, in your bedroom for example, you need to buy a daylight bulb and put it in, because if you are inside and then you have those yellowish lights, it might get pretty depressing. So if you bring a daylight bulb in your bedroom, in your space, it might feel like it's sunny outside. Oh, I almost forgot. To plan on going outside during the winter, you have to absolutely check the weather, because I remember when I first moved here, I take Xavier to school in the car because it was sunny outside. When it's sunny outside in Denver, you don't usually need the coat. It usually is nice. So I took my son in the car, take him to school, and then when I arrived to school and then we get out of the car, it was like 13 degrees. So it was super cold. So I got fooled, and don't trust the sun here. The sun is not warm in the winter time, so you will absolutely need to check the weather channel And then just ask Siri on your phone. I don't know if you have Android phone, just ask what is the weather like, because if you think you're gonna like go outside because it's sunny, you may be in for a little bit of surprise. Another things that I had to get used to, like putting blankets in my cars, because you don't want to be stranded somewhere with some way to keep warm. So having a blanket in your car usually is a good thing. Last thing, when you get your insurance, your car insurance, ask for roadside assistance. You will need it. I have used it plenty of time, because sometimes you go somewhere and then you park your car outside and then you cannot start because it is so cold. So it's something to keep in mind if you're moving to Iowa. Iowa tours can be also exciting. There are tons of satisfying things that you can do when it snows. For example, the sound of the snow crunching under your snow boots, or perhaps teaching your little one to make his first snow angel. In any case, I hope that was helpful to you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment below. Until next time, goodbye.